Hi everyone and welcome back to DeFi Daily, the channel where every day we talk about DeFi, going through different analysis, tutorials and news. Today we're going to talk about Olympus Dao Pro, and the reason why I chose to talk about this topic is because it can really be a breakthrough in the whole DeFi ecosystem when we are talking about farming. Could really change completely the rules that we are used to see into this world, and we will discuss together how does it work and why it can really be a breakthrough. Before to start, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel. It's really easy. All you have to do is just to press the subscribe button, and if you want to also receive a notification on your device every time I post a new video, you have just to press the ring bell button. Please leave me also a big thumbs up to help me grow the channel. It is just really a small action by you, but really means a lot to me, and it really helps me to grow this channel and to keep going with this job. Remember that all the contents in this channel are just for educational purpose and nothing has to be intended as a financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that could be great, but always remember to do your own research first in order to maximize your gains and to be aware also of the risk. Okay guys, we are ready to jump, and I would like to start obviously with the Olympus Dao platform. We have already talked about it, and I will leave you also the link in the right corner here if you missed that video. And we have been talking about Olympus Dao, and Olympus Dao, it is the father also of Wonderland Money, and how the platform works. But what I really loved by them is that they have introduced this feature, the Olympus Pro. We are bringing protocol-owned liquidity to a DAO near you. Learn about Olympus Pro, our bonds as a service protocol. It means this is the homepage of the Olympus Pro service. Bond marketplace for protocol on liquidity. The key words is this one: protocol on liquidity. It means that through Olympus Pro, the different DeFi platform, the different protocols, when we are talking about protocol, it just means the smart contract, the system that is allowing you to receive that kind of advantage, that kind of yield, and so on. When we are talking about Olympus Dao, it is a protocol. When we are talking about Abracadabra Money, this is a protocol, and so on. Until now, the different protocols didn't have their own liquidity, they didn't have their own treasury, or if they have it, it was just through a mechanism of collecting and retaining the fees. On the other side, through Olympus Pro, the things is changing completely, because right now the different protocols have the ability to retain and to build their own treasury, their own liquidity, and they have also the opportunity to use them in order to acquire some yields. And this could be really powerful in order to create more value for the people who are owning a share of the protocol through the tokens that has been distributed by the protocol. But let's have a look on how does it work. And I would like to start from the problem, from the reason why the Olympus Pro platform is so powerful. And as you can see here, liquidity leaves farm at alarming rate. What does it mean? It means that right now most of the protocols are trying to attract liquidity, so to push people to add liquidity to their own protocol, just rewarding them with some crazy yield rewards. And most of the time it means that they are creating an incredible selling pressure. The selling pressure means that in the moment when the people are receiving their rewards, they are dumping them most of the time. And in this way, the price of the token will also decrease. And in this way, it's quite difficult to retain users, because most of the users are just coming into the platform just because the platform is offering a so high yield. But from the moment when the yield start dumping, for the simple reason that the price of the token is decreasing, and it is decreasing as soon as more people are receiving rewards and are dumping them. On the other side, more people are hearing that from that platform they can earn some incredible rewards. They will start using the platform, they will start adding liquidity, and also at the same time the APY, so the rewards that people can receive from their own liquidity, will start decreasing, because remember, higher is liquidity on the platform, also less is lower is also the APY that platform is able to offer to the people. Through the Olympus Dao platform, it is possible to solve this problem, and that's why when I discovered this service, I was really impressed and I really loved what they were doing, and I'm hoping to see, or at least I'm curious to see how this kind of feature can apply to the whole market, and if in the next future we will see more platforms like Olympus Dao Pro, and especially on different chains, because as you will understand in a moment, right now the Olympus Pro app, the application is just on Ethereum. And if we go to the app, this is the app, and secure liquidity for protocol across Ethereum. That's quite a limit right now. That's obvious because Olympus Dao, it is working on Ethereum, so it's quite normal that they are offering right now this service only on Ethereum. But the point is that Ethereum has so high fees that it is quite a limit, at least for a small user, and not for whale. Whales can take advantage from this kind of feature really easily, but all the other user has obviously some limit when we are talking about using Ethereum due to the really high fees. But let's have a look on how does it work. The logic is really easy. All you have to do is to deposit some LP tokens. The LP tokens that are available are under the label bonds. In this column, you can see all the assets, and more specifically, all the different LP tokens that are supported right now by the Olympus Pro platform. To be supported, specific LP tokens needs a partnership with the protocol that is providing that kind of LP tokens, because as you can see, for example, here where we are seeing Spell ETH, Spell is the token of Abracadabra Money. We have talked about Abracadabra Money just the other day. If you missed that video, I will leave you the link in the right corner here. And Abracadabra Money has closed the partnership with Olympus Dao Pro in order to have their own LP tokens, the LP tokens composed by Spell Ethereum, into the Olympus Pro platform. And what they are offering to the users is to buy Spell tokens at a discounted price. What does it mean? It means that you have to provide some LP tokens, and in the moment when you provide some LP tokens, you will receive the corresponding amount in dollar of the token of the platform. In this case, when we are talking about Abracadabra Money, we are talking about the Spell tokens. So let's say that you deposit $100 in value of LP tokens composed by Spell Ethereum. On the other side, the Olympus Pro platform will provide you an equivalent value of Spell tokens plus a reward, and this reward is the discounted price at which you are buying the Spell tokens. And the reward or the discount is the column ROI that you can find here. The discount can go from just 1 to 2% to even a 5%. So let's say that the price of a Spell token is 100 and the ROI is 5. In that moment, you will be able to buy the Spell tokens at the price of only $95, even if the price of the token into the market is $100. This is a great news. I can really say a breakthrough for the whole DeFi ecosystem, because in this way, users have an incentive to go to Olympus Pro and to provide the liquidity in order to receive tokens, because they will not have any permanent loss, because yes, that's true, that through the farming feature you will have the opportunity to receive some Spell tokens in any case, The problem is that if the price of any of the token that is composing the pool is volatile, is changing during the time, also you will have to encounter some impermanent loss. If you're wondering how the impermanent loss can cut your earnings, I will leave you also a video here in the right corner about what is the impermanent loss and how much it can affect your earnings. What is important to know that in the moment when you are using a pool, you are adding liquidity to a pool that is composed by two tokens that are not stable, you will also have some impermanent loss that will cut your earnings. On the other side, just using Olympus Pro, you know exactly what kind of rewards you will obtaining. Because it is declared at the beginning, and you already know which is the timeline. So you can also decide accordingly to the market condition which strategy is better. And through this kind of platform, the DeFi ecosystem is adding a new possible strategy. It's not just only now a matter of yield farming, but you also have the possibility through this kind of bond marketplace to buy tokens at a discounted price. Let's have a look in detail how does it work. First thing that you have is to connect your wallet. You will need to have obviously the LP tokens that you want to deposit. In this case, let's say that we want to deposit spell if LP. If you don't have already them, you can just click on get LP and you will be redirected to the SushiSwap app, where you can complete the operation the process in order to add liquidity. In this case, you have to add a spell and ETH to the SushiSwap platform, and you will receive some LP tokens that is representing the liquidity you have just added. Once you have done that, you can come back here, click on bond. And obviously in this case I don't have them because I didn't complete that kind of step. But what is interesting to us is that it is saying to you that the tokens are vested over 7 days. It means that you are providing the liquidity, you will receive some tokens at a discounted price, but you will be able to claim them at all, so the whole amount, only after 7 days. The vesting period, it is following a linear timeline. It means that every day you will be able, at least in theory, to claim a proportional part of your spell tokens. The problem is connected to the fees. As we said a moment ago, it is still on Ethereum. It means that the fees are so high, and most of the time it is not so convenient to do many transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. That's the reason most of the time, most of the people will simply claim all their spell tokens at once after 7 days. Here you can find all the metrics. Pay attention to one point. As you can see right now, the interest, so the ROI, is negative. And this could happen accordingly to the demand into the market. This value could change during the time. Obviously, it's not convenient to complete this action in the moment when the APY is negative. It's much more convenient to choose, for example, other LP tokens, for example, this one, the first one, that is paying to you right now an ROI of 4.1%. So even in this case, you have always to keep attention on how the price, how the ROI is changing during the time, and manage your strategy accordingly to the market condition. As always, there is not just one strategy that is the best one for all of us, and not even that is right always. According to what is going on in the market, according to your goal and your portfolio allocation, also your strategy could vary, and in a certain moment could be a good idea using the Olympus Pro platform. Some other time is just easier to farm depositing your LP tokens into any fund that is paying you some rewards. So decide accordingly to your strategy and to the goals that you have. In any case, at least in my opinion, this is a great opportunity both for the user and also especially for the protocol, because as you can understand, in this way the protocol is not only exchanging their own tokens, just rewarding people by free, because the reality is that most of the time the protocols is giving free tokens, free rewards, just in exchange to have the liquidity deposited into the platform. Yes, that's true that the protocol is earning some rewards, some fees, and is building his own treasury. But in this way, having the opportunity to selling, because it's like selling their own tokens, in this way the protocol is able to build his own liquidity. But not only, due to the fact that the protocol is owning the liquidity that is regarding his own token, in this case for example spell ETH, every people that wants to exchange spell tokens in exchange of Ethereum will be paying some fees to the protocol, that in this way it is increasing even much more his own treasury, and that's really powerful. And in this way we are building some new dynamics that is increasing the value of the tokens. If until now the only use case for most of the governance token were just to decide to participate to the governance, in this way we are creating some dynamics that is allowing the protocol not only to give to the holder of the token, the governance token, the possibility to participate to the governance, but also to participate to the revenue sharing generated by the protocol. And that could be really powerful, and I'm quite curious to see it applied also on different blockchains and on different protocols. In any case, I will highly recommend you to have a look to the homepage of the Olympus Pro platform. I will leave also the link into the description below, and the same I will do it for the documentation, that it is also a great idea to have a look. It's quite quick to go through it, but it could be really helpful to understand how does it work. Guys, please leave me also a big thumbs up to help me reach more people and grow the channel. If you have any kind of question, just write me into the comments below. And if you know some other platform that is introducing some new dynamic or something new that could be really useful for the whole DeFi ecosystem, just write me into the comments below, because it could be really interesting to go through even it. And obviously the market is growing so fast that it's really difficult to stay always updated. So if we help each other, we can go through it much faster and in a more effective way. Guys, I will see you tomorrow with another video, and have a good day. Bye.